Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about Gemini in the 12th house. So, what does it mean when we have Gemini in the 12th house? Well, in order to kind of get a sense of what this means, we'll have to look at what the sign of Gemini means and what the 12th house means. So, yeah, stick around for that. But before we get into that, I'd like to let you guys know that I'm having a Vedic astrology sale going on right now. So you can get your birth chart read. Get a birth chart reading. So Vedic astrology reading. And they are available for 30% off now. So you can go ahead and check out vincent.thunderwizard.com right there. And you can check that out for, it'll tell you what's included with that, and it's basically a lot of really powerful, really practical things involved in your birth chart. The most practical things that you can use on a daily basis to help you. So, then we have the Self-Transformation Challenge. This is a course that I designed to spiritually awaken people and to get their energy centers and their meridians and all that opened up and flowing with the energy, because when we're flowing with the energy, our body works better, our mind works better, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's very powerful stuff. So you can check that out. You can check that course out on patreon.com/GeboTheShaman. It's only like $45. I believe that's what I put it at. And then you can check out the same course, and you can check out all of my courses, guided meditations and mantras and things like that over at gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. So check those out. And then I have, what else do I have? I have a Qigong course that I'm making that's going to be coming on sale for at the end of the month. And then I have a Vedic astrology course that I'm working on too, so you can check that out too. It's not available yet, but I'll let you guys know. Just subscribe and I'll let you guys know when that's available. Okay guys, so yeah. So what is, let me check the time real quick. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, what is, what are we talking about? Gemini in the 12th house, I believe. So, yeah. Gemini in the 12th house. So what's Gemini in the 12th house? Well, first we got to understand the sign of Gemini. So what's Gemini all about? Gemini is all about communication and communicating about different things with other people. So it's kind of a interpersonal communication. It's it's relating to other people, communicating with other people and things like that. Let me grab a drink before we get into this. So yeah, Gemini is basically all about communicating with other people, and how we kind of get this is, well, so Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is a very fast-moving planet. It's all about communication, about e-commerce, about things like that. So, yeah, Gemini is basically all about communication and commerce and things like that. So, it's also, Mercury is a sign of a businessman, so, or a planet that can be a significator of business. So, yeah, so anyway, what was I going to say? So, okay, so we talked about Gemini. Now we'll talk about the 12th house. So the 12th house is traditionally Pisces is the 12th house, and the 12th house has to do with spirituality, has to do with, foreign, like, temples and things like that. So it has to do with temples, monasteries, ashrams. It has to do with, like, hospitals, jails, monasteries, things like that. And so it has to do with also being away from other people. It also has to do with the afterlife. So, the spiritual realm, the other world, all that good stuff. So, and so when we have Mercury here, when we have Gemini here, we basically want to communicate about spirituality. But before we get into that, if you have this placement, that means that you are Cancer ascendant. So I would check out my video on Cancer ascendants to learn more about what's going on in your whole chart, rather than looking at a specific, thing within your chart. This kind of gives you a broad overview of everything within your chart. So, basically Gemini in the 12th house has to do with communication about spirituality. It's about talking about spirituality. It's about connecting with others with spirituality, regarding spirituality. And it's basically people with this placement could really, they like to it's almost like two odd energies here, because we have Gemini, which is the short term, like the planet, the sign of short term travel, quick travel. But then we have Pisces here, which is like the sign of or we have the 12th house here. So that's the house of like long-term travel, like long-term travel could be like I don't know what they call those things. I think pilgrimages or something like that, where you go travel to a foreign country and go to the temple and worship there for how many days and whatever. But yeah, so Pisces or the 12th house is basically all about spirituality. It's all about disconnecting from reality and going into spirituality. So someone with Gemini here would love to communicate and talk about spirituality and things like that. So that's basically the gist of this placement. Talking and communication about spirituality. So yeah. So I would check out my Cancer Ascendant video too. That'll give you a good idea of what your whole chart is about. But also, so I know I just kind of gave you guys some generalities. But if you look at where your Mercury is placed, if you look at where your Mercury is placed, that'll give you a better idea of what to expect with this house. So, for example, if your Mercury is placed in Virgo, for example, then you would like to communicate with people about service to others, about serving others in a spiritual capacity. So it's still going to have that flair of the 12th house, which is spirituality, but with Mercury in say, I'm just throwing out an example like Virgo, then you'll communicate about, like to talk to people about serving people, because Virgo is all about serving people and service to others, and the 12th house is about spirituality, so serving others in a spiritual capacity kind of thing. So yeah, so guys, really look at where your Mercury is placed, because that's important. So what else could I say? I think that's about it. So I'll just let you guys go, and be sure to check out my Vedic astrology readings available here for 30% off at vincent.thunderwizard.com. You can check out my self-transformation course. I also offer you can check that out at patreon.com/GeboTheShaman. But what I was also going to say is I offer life coaching and things like that. So you can check that out there too. And check out GeboTheShaman.gumroad.com for my course. You can purchase it like in full there. So, and then we have my course coming up is the next course I'll launch is the Cosmic Qigong. It's a Qigong course where I teach you like beginner level Qigong kind of things. And so then we have the next course I'll have is after that is probably going to be the Vedic Astrology certification. So Vedic Astrology certification course will be available soon. I'm in production on that. I'm still working on that. So yeah. All right, guys. So that's about it for me. That's about all I can say for this sign. So yeah, we will talk to you later. All right, guys. Take care and have a good one. Peace.